Welcome back to Severe MMA. My name is Ian O'Neill, and today I'm joined by the Don himself, Mr. Caolan Loughran, ahead of his Cage Warriors 140 fight with Festus Ahorlu. Just about a week away now, Caolan. The excitement must be real.
Unreal, lad. It's flew since the last fight to be back and competing again. So it feels like it was just like fucking a month ago, but sometimes that's the good thing about Cage Wars, lads. It's like you get the activity. So now I'm buzzing, lads. It's fluent, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that you kind of want for your career. You want to be fighting in quick succession, is it?
You need it. You need it, lad. You need it. Something I had in the amateurs was like 3-4 times a year, and just like that, just comfortability in the cage, And the last Cage Wars, like really, I had like throughout COVID and this year, and like I wasn't very active, but so maybe on the fight day and that I was a wee bit like nervous on the day of the fight, But then I got my hands wrapped and got like backstage, and I was 100%. It was ready to go. It was grand. It was calm as you could be. But just that inactivity, you can't get back in the cage. Well, some people say that like fucking ring rust is a thing. I personally think it is a thing. Now I'm back.
If you were to describe your describe your ring rust, like what would ring rust be to you? Is your timing off? Is your just emotions? Is it what is it for you? Ring rust.
No, it's when McGregor was fighting the Poirier in the second one. He says it's just inactivity. I think it was just like, well, for me, it was like, right, fuck your back, wake up, get going type thing. Do you know what I mean? You're like you've done all the training, you've done everything, but then the lights on, you're right, fucking wake up, get going, get you going, and then maybe you have to, take a punch, grab here, and get something to get you going, and then I did but
yeah,
to be now back in an hour, what was that, a couple of months ago, back going again. Been in the Cage Wars cage, been on the lights, done all this here. It feels like I'm part of it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I mean, and you're out there, you're training over in Team Kaobon in Liverpool. How long are you over there now, Caolan?
January 2019. So what's that? It's after like I fought Rory Lavery on the Saturday night, and I was in the Kaobon mats on the Tuesday. So I think like just over 3.5 years now, isn't it?
Yeah. And that move, obviously, I've heard you talking about before. It's been a fantastic move for you, but I mean, it must have been daunting to move away from your home at that time. Like, I mean, you're still a young man, moving away from your friends, moving away from your family. Like, what was the feelings at that time when you decided to move over from Tyrone and get over to Liverpool, obviously training at a top class gym? Was it excitement? Was there nervousness? What was it? What was the feelings?
Well, anything going to a new MMA gym is going to be a bit like nerves, jitters type things like that. I didn't know anyone. Like I literally didn't know anybody. I'd be safe. I may as well have moved to Miami or fucking. I didn't know one person. I just like had followed pills come up and I knew Mike Grundy and stuff, I guess, here. And then obviously when I looked into it, I'd seen the success of Colin and stuff. I had heard that it was like tough. Like it was a tough place to. It was either you're gonna like I think like see Kaobon's like a certain type of person will stick about. I feel someone who like someone first of all someone who can fight, someone who can take a punch, who has like sickening grueling work ethic. I just love like the grind. That's that I would say our gym has over most really, and I swear on my life, lad. Like I watch like the game fighting here, fest stuff. It gives me so much confidence because of the intensity at which we train at, the intensity at which Colin sessions or Mike sessions, all these guys, that I know for a fact, like technically and skill, that's obviously most important, but I know after 7-8 minutes, his legs start to go. I know he can't keep up with me. I know no bantamweight on the planet can stick a pace that I can put on. And that comes from the environment you train in, the way you apply yourself and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I was... it was tough enough, like leaving the friends and family out there. I literally had no money. I was on one-way ticket, but really after one session, I knew one thing. I knew that what I was doing wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough, and I was either going to go back and you know what it is, like back to your own and fucking maybe people know you and fucking think you're cool. Go back there and have it easier, or I can go sleep in the back of the gym, train, live with a load of UFC fighters, and get my head punched in every day until I get a wee bit better. And I chose the latter, and I feel I'm starting now after 3.5 years. Well, I've been doing this like I've been fighting now 10 years. Like
you've been at it a long time. Yeah,
I mean, I turned 26 the other day, but I've been training now 10 years. But I feel now I'm starting to see the like come through like with a style, with a game. It's taken that way, you know. MMA is there's a lot to it. Like I'll probably watch this interview back in 2.5, 3 years time, and be like, fuck, like that's what I was saying, because I expect to improve again. But I feel like it's taken the training Kaobon, obviously, but this period of time to start to get a style and just a way of fighting and starting to understand my body type and my techniques. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like there's two things to it, right? You move away from your friends and your family, you move away from your home, and there's the sacrifice of that. But then you put yourself into an environment like you have a Team Kaobon, UFC level fighters, high level fighters there.
Yeah.
You know, the two of them kind of complement each other because you have that mentality through the sacrifices that you've 100%. Made. And then you've put that into your training at Team Kaobon, and the results are on show for us all to see right now.
100%. I think the comfort is a fighter's worst enemy. Or, you know what I mean? Like struggle for a fighter is what I want anyway. Because do you know what is that? See, like money and all that there. It almost like it's almost scary because I see. Because I think my mentality right now, I think I'm like up here. I don't know if I'm wired right or wired wrong, but I think for this game I'm fucking wired right. I think whatever the fuck way it is, that I am totally like in like obsession, not even in it. Like this is literally all I do. So like, I feel like when you see like guys from McGregor and stuff, I think like, do I actually? I think they look softer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it definitely does. And I mean, yeah, you're obviously a guy. I talk to some fighters who want to just compete, earn a living. You know, I talk to other fighters who want to create a legacy for myself. You seem to be the latter. You want to really concentrate on yourself, make those sacrifices, and build somewhat of a legacy for yourself. Really,
100%. That's what I'm in it for. That I can look back in 20 years' time, walk into a fucking Irish bar anywhere in the world and say, "There's Caolan Loughran." I remember the night he fought fucking Sean O'Malley in fucking Boston. I was here. Me and my mates all done this. He was a fucking animal. That's what I want to look back on. And obviously money and all that's good. Of course I want that, but
that's the bonus to you, though, isn't it? It would be 100%. More. Yeah.
I want to be the best bantamweight in the world. And I want people to like doubt me and say that I can't be the best bantamweight in the world, and I'm going to get knocked out, and I'm going to get smoked by all these guys, and then go out and prove them wrong. That's what I want to do.
There you go. I mean, talk to me about your work with Mike Grundy and how important he's been in your development.
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. Like, I remember my very first spar with Mike Grundy. Well, actually, my second spar. I got in, and the first spar was boxing, and I was like, left the spar. I was like, fucking done all right there. I've done well. Sparring away, fucking done. Left kind of half feeling myself. Swear to God, it's true. The next day was MMA sparring, and it was like 5 weeks before UFC London, where he fought Nad Narimani. And the next day was an MMA spar, and we had big gloves on. And it was a 5-minute round. First takedown, I'm down. I'm in crucifix position under Mike, and I look up at the timer, and it's 4:52.
Oh my God!
Fucking round, and the round ended with me in crucifix.
My God, that was
clean off me.
Those 5 minutes must have felt like 5 hours underneath there, hey?
This is it, lad. And then that's what came. Sounds out right. I'm not that I thought at 21 or 22 that I was like fucking UFC level and I got there, like, but I thought I was good. I was like, I'm not good. I'm not where I thought I was, not anywhere near what I thought I was. I need to fucking pick this man's brain. And I don't know if anyone knows Mike Grundy, they'll know. Mostly actually in wrestling in general, guys have more time for fucking everybody else than themselves.
So yeah, that seems to be the case with a lot of coaches, and that's the stuff you don't see is how much sacrifice the coaches put in, the time that they take away.
100%.
I mean, and I've heard you speaking well about Mike and a lot of others as well, and he's doing a great job over there, and it's definitely benefited you, which is great to see. A couple of guys, Tom Aspinall, Darren Taylor, everyone. You have Tom Aspinall getting ready for his UFC fight, and a couple of other guys on the card as well. I mean, being in that environment must be good for you, getting you ready for your fight.
Absolutely, lad. And it's like you can gauge your work ethic, because like if I'm in the bottom end of the gym and Tom and Taylor and Grundy are already in the UFC and they're working harder than me and they're applying themselves more. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Do you know what I mean? I have to, in my own head, anyway, be the most committed, the most hardworking. Do you know what I mean? If I'm not, then what am I doing? I might as well pack it in. So for that, for me, like it gives me a goal there. And it's also just like motivating. Like when I see like Till rocking up in a fucking, like I said, money's not motivates you, but when he rocks up in a fucking custom Range Rover, of course it's nice. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm fucking got nothing. So no, it's just it's a good environment to be about, and I feel like I'm starting to reap the rewards of it now.
Yeah, indeed. I bet you are. I mean, it must be good to be in with Cage Warriors now, Caolan. Getting consistent fights against good level competition. I know, I've seen some criticisms thrown at you for some of your earlier fights in your professional career. Sometimes those things are out of your control. Fight pullouts, everything like that. I mean, for anyone who is willing to criticize that, maybe give them a little bit of an insight to what goes on in around that time when you do, like, you're just interested in fighting. Who's in front of you is out of your control at times, isn't it?
This is the UK scene, lad, like the regional scene. So, I mean, it's out of fight. Like when people fight in these ways, I actually don't even slag them because I've been there myself. I know how annoying it is. You're on a Tuesday and a guy pulls out of a fucking fight. How are they going to replace you? Like, it's different taking a fight me now in Cage Wars, where you might get a bit of hit or a bit of eye stuff on it. But if it's like a fucking wee local hall and fucking back end of Liverpool or something, I wouldn't want to fight me either at 2-0 or something. What's the point? What would you do it for? So I don't blame that. That's not what I'm in it for, lad. I'm here to win a Cage Wars title and go to the UFC, and as you say, create a legacy. So
100%. Like, and you're in there now. You're in Cage Warriors, and you had your debut on April 1st earlier this year. A really good performance, Caolan. Showcased your wrestling skills, which you've said that you have been working on. How happy were you with that performance overall? Do you think did you give yourself a thumbs up, or what was your assessment of it?
Overall, thumbs up, lad. You have to. It wasn't that hard. Like, so I can't say it was shape, but there was definitely there's three things that I always struggle to watch myself back, because you pick out something and you're like, fucking, why did I do that there? And then I can't watch it because it's like.
Are you hard on yourself when you're looking back at stuff?
Oh, lad, because then it's all you see. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I mean, from that fight, lad, I swear my life is truth. I like literally broke myself down, like right down to how I was standing. I swear my life, like my back. I can't watch. You know what? I can't watch my back leg in my fights. To how I'm standing. It's such a stupid wee thing. But then there's other things, like the way I was trying to hit certain positions on the mat. I just feel like I've leveled up. That's another thing about signing up Cage Wars. I'd like, whatever it was, I don't know, it was 3 odd months ago I had the fight. You get like time where you don't even have to break sweat in a session. Just technically, how can I try this up here? How can I improve in wee things? And that's, you do that for like 4 or 5 weeks. We're just leveling up, and you're still a good wee distance away from a fight, but you're still training. But then you start to pick it up when you come close to a fight. So no, it was an alright performance. It was unbelievably part of Cage Wars. Honestly, like, see throughout the COVID pandemic and all, watching it, it was like it was driving me fucking nuts. Seeing boys like Paul and Ian doing like really, really well for themselves. And I'll be 100% honest with you, lad. So Kaobon became kind of like because Hill was fighting Whitaker and Tom and Grundy were fighting, and COVID was obviously happening. So we had this like elite status bullshit. We were allowed to train because of them. So Kaobon kind of became like a hub for the UK, really. We had everybody in. We had fucking like even Justin fighting Reese for the title here. The map was like 30 people. There were Cage Wars, champions, big Bellator names, UK names, and I was fucking flying in the gym. I was flying.
Yeah, it must have been great to get that. Like, I mean, that was kind of locked all the doors, and you're only training if you're a professional fighter. Yeah,
I'm in the gym with the shutters down, and these guys are fucking winning and growing and being 100% honest with you. I was getting like, because I'm so competitive, I was getting probably jealous of the likes of like Ian and Paul and all rising up. And I was like, but I need to compete here. But obviously I didn't deserve any hype. Who the fuck was I fighting? Who had I beaten? Absolutely nobody. But these guys were beating the best, and they're winning belts and pushing for titles. Now I'm in Cage Wars. That's honestly, that's all gone. I want to see guys that got to do well because it's in my own hands now. I can compete. I can win these fights. I'm in the mix, and I want to see these guys do well now. Honestly, because if I lose now, I lose. I've got an opportunity to compete. I'm on I would say the second best promotion in the world. Because I see all these guys saying, "Oh, I'm world champion." You're not a world champion. The UFC world champion is the world champion. Cage Wars, in my eyes, is the second best belt you could win. But you call it maybe a European title, but what you get from it is unbelievable competition. Really, like everybody watched it. I fucking love Cage Wars.
It's great. It's a great show overall. Yeah,
unbelievable. And you're head of the UFC. So if you're going to win a Bellator belt or a PFL or one, you're not a fucking world champion in my eyes. You know, so what the fuck does it matter? So I think the second most prestigious MMA title you can win is Cage Wars. In my opinion, I don't know, could be wrong. So to be there now, lad, it's unbelievable. And I think they know that I'm one of the guys to pull for because I've only had one fight, and I'm the third last fight on this Belfast card. And
there you go. Moving on up. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that fight again, Festus Ahorlu. What do you make of him as an opponent? Is it someone that you expect? Look at on paper, he's your most experienced opponent today. Both you guys are 5-0 in your professional careers. Do you think that this is a worthy test for you at this stage in your career?
Do you know what it is, lad? As a person, he seems like a fucking turnip, to be honest with you. As a fighter, do you know what? I honestly would have probably not that would have preferred, but there's guys in Cage Wars who are more known to like Cage Wars public. They're easier fights. They probably would have got more, I don't know, like that'd have been bigger to a fight with them that aren't as good. But technically, see, I love I love shit talk people like that, obviously. But technically, as a martial artist, he's a Team GB black belt judo player, predominantly a striker, big puncher, and he's a win over Akindao. So I want to compete against him. I want to compete again. I want to feel I want to see who can dominate the hips against the cage. He's meant to be a Team GB judo player. But I know if I can control his hips, I can get him down in his cage and I can smash him. I know I can. He's a good striker, punching power, 5-0 undefeated, good fighter. I ain't gonna fucking nail him, to be honest with you.
You don't think Festus will have anything to kind of trouble you at all in any department? Are you looking to try and stand and bang a little bit of everything just to kind of showcase your overall game?
100% going to showcase my overall game. I want to come out and I'm going to work him out. I'm going to find out what he's good at and what he's not good at, because I would say I'm not the best striker in the bantamweight in the world, not the best wrestler, not the best jiu-jitsu, not the best anything. But I feel I'm becoming elite at is MMA. Finding what you're not good at, keeping the fight there, and then finishing you or taking you out. That's what I feel I'm becoming very good at. So we'll see. I'll see what he's about. He's a predominantly a striker, but he's got that judo background. So see what the fuck happens. I'm going to finish him. I'll tell you how much.
Perfect. Yeah. I mean, like you said, you're in a really good position on the card, third from the last fight. What does it mean to you, Caolan, to be fighting at the SSE Arena in Belfast? It must be really special.
Unbelievable, lad. Like, so I can't wait to flying home on Wednesday. And when you fly in, you'll fucking see the SSE Arena. But I was saying that Edith Lavelle after my last fight, lad, is like, I swear to God, that's the truth. When I used to do all my training in Belfast, I'd go through the city like every time. Like if I'd be pushing, I'd be back from training that night. I'd come from Belfast up the Throne. I used to go through the city to get like a visualization of the SSE Arena. So no, I cannot wait. And I've a squad of people coming up too. Like so.
Yeah, did you always kind of, when you were driving by there, were you always thinking to yourself, "I'm going to fight in there someday"?
That was the way I drove past. Like that's to visualize like the driving through and like the scene. That's unbelievable. It's like in Belfast, it's the main arena. The only one place that would stump it will be Caolan Park, but it's obviously still not going yet. And obviously not going to do that anytime soon. Like so.
Yeah, you never know. Somewhere down the line, you might get there, Caolan. I mean, it's going to be exciting for you. I'm excited for you to get the chance to go there and compete at the SSE. Without looking too far ahead, where do you see yourself in the bantamweight division right now? I know you're not shy about calling people out. You've called out probably, I don't know, half of the. You've probably called out half, if not all, of the roster already after just one fight. People love talking about you. People love reacting to you. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, lad. I don't know why. It's just you have to. I've been myself, lad. I just be sitting watching the fight, on my phone, and I was like, I hear shit, and I just tweeted. I don't know if people wouldn't. I don't know how other fighters would do the same. I don't lie. Just be 100% honest. Like the same way, like Dominic, like he's got a punch on him. Luke has a punch on him. Your boy fucking Doozy, whatever the fuck call him, he's a good triangle on him. I think I can beat every single one of them. I hear I've called out every single one of them, like so. I don't care which one they send to me. I think I'll beat you all, and I think as soon as they give me a title shot, I'm gonna win it. I think Graham said on the Energy Show they're coming back to Ireland like twice this year. Haven't seen or heard anything out there, but
yeah,
I would love a number one contender fight. If I put this guy away, and obviously can't overlook him, I put this guy away the way I think I'm going to put him away. Throw my number one contender fight. I could fight for a title then in the end of the year in a show in Ireland.
Yeah.
I love to do that there.
And you want that to happen. You're not interested in just taking fights. You want to move up the ladder as quickly as possible, get into that contendership, get that title as quickly as possible. Or
yeah. But lad, I'm not like rushing for like the UFC or anything like that there right now because I know there's a jump up. I know for a fact there's a jump up level. But I don't need to take time to beat Dominic Gooden. I don't need to take time to beat Nate Fletcher right now. I don't need time. Who else is there? Luke Shanks.
Kingsley Crawford was someone you were hoping that you were going to get matched up with at Belfast. Is that a fight that interests you as well? It seems like you're just interested in fighting anybody, Caolan. So,
Kingsley, of course, I fight Kingsley. I think he's fighting by McCune. I think he will win that. Time wise, I'd say the one that works out well would be Luke Shanks. He just fought. I'm about to fight. He is talking about a bantamweight title. Like he's 5'3". He's not a fucking bantamweight. I'll go right through him. I can fight him in September time. I think I'll put me in good stead. He's a former Cage Warriors champion.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. I mean, you think you match up well with him, though? You think you may outsize him a little bit, seeing as he has moved up?
I'll definitely outsize him. I'm probably not as tall as bantamweight in the world, but I'd say I'd be the biggest weight cut of any bantamweight. Definitely in this division. Probably anyone in this card fighting this weekend, probably the biggest weight cut. So if anyone comes from flyweight on the UK scene, I'm a horrendous matchup for them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, nice. Well, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, fight is live on UFC Fight Pass this Saturday, June 25th. Anyone tuning in, Caolan, to watch the fight, what can they expect to see?
A good walkout, Celtic Symphony, a drunk Belfast crowd, and a finish.
I love it. There must be a Trojans people coming to see you fight, is there? Do you have lots of friends, family, and everyone?
Squad, lad, over 100 tickets on there. Squad coming up, buses coming up, so it'll be good. It'll be good.
Nice. They'll set the atmosphere. I'm sure they'll blow the roof off the SSE Arena on Saturday night.
probably to be too drunk to even notice me walking out, to be honest.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, I won't keep you for too much longer, Caolan. I really appreciate you taking the time, and wish you all the best ahead of your fight next Saturday against Aurelio. And yeah, thanks for taking the time. Any shout outs? How can people find you on social media, etc.?
Just Don Kaolan 135 on everything. Massive shout outs to Bamber Construction, our main sponsors out in San Francisco. Fucking helped me in there so much. Wave the Animals, clothing brand, helped me come on for this camp, and Concordia Clinic helped me fucking feeling fresh the days in this fight. I've never had that injury in my life, so massive thanks to them three for this camp.
Nice one, Caolan. I mean, yeah, tune in. Festus Ahorlu versus Caolan Loughran. Cage Warriors 140 on UFC Fight Pass, June 25th. Tune in to see the Don in action. Tune in to see his rise up through the bantamweight ranks. Caolan, I wish you the best, man. Thank you so much for joining me today. And we'll talk to you again down the line, my man.
Anytime, lad. Thank you.